shit. Oh my god. Oh, I must be dreaming. I must be dreaming. Come on, get me out. Get me out. Help. Help. No. No.
Can you hear me? I'm Lish, and I'm so glad that you're up. Navigator through the darkness. And don't you worry, I'll take care of you. But first, we have a mission to do. So let's and take you home. First, you need to find me. Just look for it. I'm a goddess living in their water. The Lady of the Lake. Keep your eyes open. Don't trust anybody except me. Your systems are rebooting now. We don't have much time. Be able to reach out again.
The weakling arose after all. We had our doubts. You took an excessive amount of time, last one. More than our protocols foresaw. I would blame that malfunctional belt of yours. Yet you seem fully operational now. Go, and start paying your debt.
What? I'm not dead? I had this horrible nightmare and it felt so real.
Hallucinations are a perfectly normal symptom of a long sleep of the ascended.
So how can I know you're not a hallucination yourself? Who are you anyway?
I am Multus, Patriarch of the Keepers. We will explain everything in good time. Come back later if you have questions. Now we need you to cooperate.
Cooperate?
Yes. You will proceed to Tobias for training.
Like now? I mean, everything is still a little fuzzy. I would appreciate some time to...
We would appreciate your immediate compliance. Without perfecting your hand-to-hand combat skills, you will be doomed to perpetual death, which...
Hold on there. What? Perpetual death?
Indeed. You bear the gift of immortality, hence...
Immortality. So, I can't die.
If you'd allowed me to finish, you would have already known. No. You die ordinarily.
Oh.
Then you are born again. Such is the power of the belt you carry. We are analyzing it, and don't have validated outputs to share with you yet.
What? That's all you have to say here?
Yes. Now go and meet Tobias already. My servant will show you the way. Oh, just one more thing before you go. We shall call you Silver, our regular naming proto.
What? No, my name is... Oh, shit.
I honestly have no idea.
Yet we do. Silver was the only name available on your Christum. The naming protocol says it will have to suffice.
I would much rather pick my name...
Enough. We won't bend the principles that keep our world in order.
But...
Humans. Always disrespectful of the habits and cultures of others. The rat company will suit you. Hey, you rat.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy the video.
Can't you see they're obviously getting a raw deal here?
Well, they're rats. Nobody's gonna cook for them.
Ha ha ha. Funny. You know that's most likely why he was stealing food in the first place. Where is your sense of justice?
Are you really trying to give me a sense of justice talk? Because I did the right thing and reported a theft?
Why can't you be rational about this?
I honestly think we have enough of our own problems here, like finding our spaceship and getting out of here.
Oh, so now you are suddenly sure we have a spaceship?
Well, no, but it's only logical. We couldn't have just appeared here out of thin air.
Hello?
Like that guy.
Great to meet you, man. Ah, sorry. My manners. It's Brian.
Silver, likewise. It's comforting to know that I'm not alone in this mess.
You're not. I'm Petra.
Silver.
Well, Silver, now you know everyone worth knowing around here.
Oh, come on. Marco? True, he is a bit of an a-hole, but he's one of us.
Great. Well, tell me everything. That spaceship, for instance.
Honestly, we don't know much either. We all got the same briefing.
Go and start paying your debt. Training. Now.
Same for you?
That's actually pretty accurate.
Right, so you'd really better go now. If Tobias sees us delaying your training session, he will get pretty pissed.
Brian is right. They take things quite seriously round here. But let's talk later. Tobias won't talk to you forever.
Can't wait. Well, let's do this. See you soon, guys.
See you, Silver. I'll be somewhere far away from this prejudiced hypocrite.
Oh, come on, can't we just...
Last of the Oricru. Oh, lowly. I always forget. I shouldn't.
Never mind. Just call me Silver.
Noted. Sorry you had to suffer the smell of those stinky rat arses along your way, Ascended One. We're short of ends these days. I'm Tobias. My meager self will be responsible for your training. We will follow standard protocols and have you ready shortly.
Right. That dreamy, glowing stick behind you will be a part of the training too.
The mighty rod of lightning? No, it certainly will not. I might not be the most competent teacher, but I can tell the limits of my pupils. And I will make you die with some dignity, not just by accidentally frying yourself.
Well, dying with dignity doesn't sound like a great learning concept. Why don't you quit teaching if you think you suck at it?
Oh, cheeky. I was like you once. Runt of the litter. I had to fight more to get what I deserved. It forged me. Made me strong. A survivor. Still, my war years are long gone. I'm old, tired and mutilated. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. Best I can do is to make sure you won't be dying too often.
So, this reviving thing, how does it actually work?
From the partial data we have gathered during our experiments, we conclude that if you die, it creates some sort of anomaly. Every living being resets to the state it was before you died. Even the rat.
This immortality thing seems to be more complex than I thought. Good news for the spa rat though, right? He gets reborn too.
It might, or not. In some cases, the beings do not come back to life. We have inconclusive data sets from your peers.
And?
And that's it. They're inconclusive. Your peers described blue walls, supposedly a force field of some kind, completely invisible to us. One might extrapolate that the field disrupts the resurrecting effect for those not being merged with the belt of immortality.
Oh, this is getting a bit insane even by the local standards. I mean, like, whatever. What should I do?
Conclude your own research.
That glowing stick. Can I at least touch it?
Absolutely not. It's extremely dangerous. This sacred weapon can be handled only by a fistful of chosen ones. Not a single one of you is ready yet. Petra's not trying hard enough, Brian lacks imagination, and Marco, well, I have my reservations.
That's too bad. Maybe I will be the chosen one.
We'll see after a few good deaths.
I'd rather not die at all. So, training. How do we start?
First, find yourself a sword in the armory. I won't bother you with another ratchet to lead you. It's easy to find. You just need to go back through the same passageway by which you came here. It's at my right hand. Once you're at the end of it, turn right. It's the first door just around the corner. There is a giant shield above, easy to spot. Equip yourself there and come back.
Hey, man, sorry about that little show with Petra. Women, you know, all fragile and whatnot. Normally, we're really tight, you know?
Hey, no worries. I'm not here to judge you.
Great. Honestly, I feel enough pressure already. Anyway, I suppose you have plenty of questions.
Yeah.
Too bad, 'cause I don't have many answers. I guess the keepers do, Multus and his boys, but they prefer to keep for themselves. So I just focus on the training.
What do you know about those belts we have? Maltus didn't tell me much.
Well, I know they do work. I've died quite a few times already, and look at me, up and running. The same goes for Petra and Marco. It seems that dying is the human thing to do here.
I'd say nothing human is alien to me, but this has alien written all over it.
Yeah, but why worry about it when it works? Better than being dead, that's what I say. I think Petra tried to fiddle with the belts, but didn't find out anything useful. She should have spent that time training. Practice makes perfect, you know. But she just keeps complaining about killing the rats instead. If you ask me, you can't make a good training omelet without breaking a few necks, right?
What's the point of all that practice and perfection?
Well, I don't know. The Naboru are good at keeping their secrets secret.
Well, Tobias told me the Ratkins will eat us alive over and over if we don't train. Is that true?
If he says so, I would believe him. The rats do look vicious, but honestly, I have no idea. They never told me that. Multus just bosses me around with no answers, and the only thing that Tobias has been willing to share with me so far is their swordplay skills. He does have a lot to pass on there, I must give him that. He might be an old guy, but he can teach you a lot.
Can he, though? He seems rather old to me.
Don't let the looks and the attitude fool you. He's tough as a rock, that fellow. From what I've gathered, he fought in some war with those stinky giant rats they keep around as servants. He lost his right hand in battle, he claims, then killed another dozen of them single-handedly. Very dry sense of humor, that guy, and sharp as a tack. If you can keep up with him, he'll get you trained in no time.
What if I'm not into fencing? Is there anything more useful to do around here? Any lakes, for instance? Like to swim and keep fit?
Lakes? That's a weird question.
Is it? Well, I had this vision and... Never mind, it's probably nothing.
Ah, a vision. Well, lucky you. I guess I certainly didn't have anything like that. Nope. Only scattered memories that make no sense whatsoever. But hey, no worries, we're all equally lost here. No voice inside our head to guide us or whatever. Anyway, if there was anything else to do, I'm certain the Naboru would tell us. It seems that it's in their best interest to prepare us for whatever is coming.
Any idea what that would be?
As I've told you, I don't have many answers. Another war with those annoying rats would be my first guess. Maybe they've told Marco something. They seem to trust him most. They gave him those high-quality swords and promised him a bright, flashy future. Anyway, given how disturbed they seem recently, I'd say we'll find out soon enough.
Why don't you ask Marco, then?
How to put that? Well, Marco certainly has a lot of skills. People skills are not among them. I would rely on him when it comes to killing. Other than that, he's a bit too much. You'd probably have better luck with Multus himself, but still, I wouldn't keep your hopes high.
Well, I'll have to take your word on that. I'm still figuring out the ins and outs of this mess. I should probably really carry on with that training thing. Thanks for all your input.
No problem. We're in this together.
So, training. What's that all about?
You get a sword, and then Tobias lets the rats beat the shit out of you. In a very caring and didactic way, of course. Sometimes they kill you, but you get revived anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Or we do something called mistake analysis. He'll make you spar with one of us and add his sarcastic comments. That's it. All day, every day.
Sounds amazing.
Don't get me wrong, I believe we're learning some vital skills. I hope Tobias will let us do some sparring later on. If the shit hits the fan, it would be great to have some practice with the guy who might be there to cover my back.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I'll come by when I have all the gear ready.
Ah, Puppet Nipper. Not told more coming. Master's messy. Looking for sword?
Talking rats? Right. This probably can't get any weirder. No offense, just never heard a rat talk before. They told me...
They send pups for sword. Looking for sword?
Probably. I should get something to train with.
Yes. They not want you to destroy good blue steel, Master. They give bronze first. Not as good metal, but Master takes.
Edgy, slim, and with a tan exactly my type. How did you know?
I give you best fun I have. Only one bronze left, so it easy. The same for complimentary shield.
Complimentary? That's a complicated word.
I did not say, Master.
You did?
Must heard somewhere. Sorry. Naboru talk straight, Master. Now, sword one hand, shield another. And go train with other pups. Hope you be better than they.
What did you mean by messy masters? They seemed rather strict and uptight.
I not say that. Master's good, yes? Not say one thing, doing another.
Help me out here. Are big rats capable of irony? Are you trying to tell me something, you rat thing?
Big rats, big iron. We like iron, yes. We make iron nice and sharpy and pointy to slice and stab. You will see. Tobias will see.
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that sounded like a threat to Tobias.
No threat. I not say. Shh. But Tobias not nice to us. We not like Tobias. He tortures. He kills. He proud of that. I swear on fiery Prophet Marvius, he bad.
Oh, and here he seemed quite friendly to me.
Maybe because you not under our skin.
What?
You have no fur.
Oh, right. Hey.
Hey, stranger. Sorry about Brian. How did the training go? How are you feeling? Happy to be immortal? And what do you make of all this?
Whoa, can we take those one at a time? I'm still kind of trying to figure this place out.
Oh yes, sorry. I know I can be a bit too much sometimes. But hey, no worries. I know that feeling all too well. What do you remember? For me, there was light, and then this ugly, mushy face of some kind, then a fast flash, or maybe a reflection, and pain. And that's it. All my memories. Super hazy. How about you?
Yeah, I remember some woman screaming, and then something killed me, I guess. Sounds a bit similar to yours, actually. Which is weird. That Maltus guy told me that mine was only a hallucination.
Maybe a collective one then.
No, I am serious. This might mean he knows more than he says.
Well, he surely knows more, but he's also not telling. Believe me, I have tried. I guess that's the real reason the Whiteys call themselves the Keepers.
Maybe I'll go and ask him.
Well, have fun. Good news though, he probably won't kill you. I mean, just for asking.
Probably, yeah.
He wouldn't get his hands dirty. He has Tobias for killing us softly. At least we can't really die now.
Well, that's also something I'm still quite lost about. Could you tell me a bit more about how this immortality thing works?
Yeah, I wish I could. So far, it's only the things I've learned the hard way. You die, you get revived. I have no idea why that happens and how. I also know it's the reason why the training in this place sucks so much. They don't spare us, and dying over and over isn't exactly fun.
I can imagine. I felt like shit when I woke up.
Yeah, and as far as I can tell, there is no way to remove that thing or turn it off. The tech behind it must be fascinating. I would love to have some time alone with decent power tools and an immortal volunteer. You know, do a full disassembly. Interested? Full disclosure, I'm not sure if the reassembly would be possible, since you might be dead, so... No hard feelings. I'll find someone one day. Well, that's all I know. But I don't remember much in general.
Well, I'm also quite blank when it comes to what happened before I woke up. Not a single bit of useful memories you could share?
Oh, not really, no. The Keepers must think I'm dumb as a rock. Funny, because my name Petra actually means rock in...
Latin, I know.
Oh, yes, right. I'm impressed. So, what's the story with your name? I mean, Silver. Seriously?
They say that's what I had written on me. Bit tacky, but it's growing on me.
Well, honestly, I kind of dig it. It's much cooler than Petra. Probably cooler than the names of everybody else.
Ah, yes, everybody else. Any gossip I should catch on with?
Well, you've pretty much met everyone. It's mostly me and Brian. And no worries, normally he doesn't have his head all the way up his arse. You'll get along just fine. Unlike with the arsehole Marco, he's just the worst. I would keep away from him if I were you.
Why?
I honestly think he's lost his marbles. He has super reflexes and is a fast learner, I must give him that. That's why he quickly became a bit of a teacher's pet. And because Maltus gave him some fancy swords, he now thinks he's something better. And he's totally eyeing that magic wand Tobias has.
Yeah, a magic wand. Sure.
Of course, I'm kidding. It's a rod, some kind of advanced tech. Projects some kind of lightning. Haven't seen anything quite like it. Would love to spend a little time with it in the shop. You can get a peek in that weird shriny place right behind Tobias. Whatever makes it tick, it's a pretty damn effective weapon. Marco has only found himself on the wrong end of it so far during the practice sessions with Tobias. But he is literally dying to get his hands on it first, since he was the first one here.
Ah, interesting. So, how long have you been here?
Just a few weeks, pretty much like everybody else. Marco got here just a few days earlier. I have no idea how long the Whiteys want to keep us here, but they seem a bit stressed the last few days. So I guess something's about to go down.
What would that be?
Honestly, no idea. Maybe that vague ascension thing they keep mentioning? Maybe a war? Who knows? I just hope we'll make it out in one piece.
Did you try running away? The security in this place seems to be, well, just some thick walls, not even thick-headed guards.
What would be the point? We have talked about it with Brian. We don't know anything about this planet yet. And if somebody is willing to teach us something useful for free and feed us in the process...
How do you know they're not just using you?
Well, Brian believes they aren't. I have my doubts, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Don't get me wrong, it's not exactly a holiday camp, and I absolutely hate training. but it seems like the only reasonable thing to do in this situation.
Did a pest problem get out of hand around here? I have never seen rats this big. Are they walking on their hind legs all the time?
They are fascinating, right? They keep to themselves, nice and obedient, perfect servants. I believe the whiteys are just abusing them. I mean, they might not be super smart.
Ooh, whiteys?
No, rats, you silly. Anyway, they sure do have feelings, and I believe they should be treated with greater dignity.
So this is what that quarrel with Brian was about?
Yeah, he just doesn't understand. What's wrong with you men anyway? He's simply happy to butcher them by the dozens.
Well, I do believe in animal rights, so...
They are not animals, Silver. There's something more. I'm trying to figure out if they're a domesticated natural species, or if they were genetically engineered to be this tame.
And?
My guess is natural. Who would breed such things? It's just a hunch, though. No scientific backing for my hypothesis. If you find out anything yourself, I'm all ears.
This might sound weird, but I kinda like you, so I will just give it my best shot.
Oh? I'm all ears.
Well, any ladies around here?
Ouch! You mean apart from me?
Well, that came out wrong, didn't it? I had this vision, you know. There was this, I don't know, entity, called itself Lady of the Lake.
Oh, like from the old legends?
Yeah, but she looked all shiny, like some sort of robot.
Huh. Shiny. Yeah. Curious. I mean, no. Doesn't really ring a bell. And I haven't heard the whiteys talking about any ladies, nor lakes.
Well, never mind. The message was all distorted anyway. Noisy, grainy, and glitchy. Didn't make any sense.
That's strange. Maybe there's something wrong with your belt then.
Curious that you'd bring that up. That's also what Maltus said. But how would the belt and the vision be connected?
Me and my technical brain. Always jumping to conclusions. Just forget I said anything. It's probably nonsense anyway.
Right.
I guess when it comes to ladies, you're stuck with me.
Yeah, ladies and their secrets. So, I have some sort of sword now and a shitty shield. Anything I should know about this training thing?
Well, you're all set and ready, I guess. I can't wait to see how cute you will be. Oh, and just try to steer clear of Marco.
Sword, shield. I feel ready. And silly, but mostly ready.
Good. We'll follow the protocol and start easy. This is just a warm-up. More of an execution than a fight. That rat shit was stealing in the kitchen. Use it to find out how sharp your sword is.
Wait a minute, I thought you said spar rats, like in a non-killing practice sparring.
You are funny. It's just rats. We don't consider it killing. Let's commence with your lesson. Rule 1. Blows are best to be avoided. Perception and planning. Rule 2. If you can't avoid a blow, use your shield for protection.
That's it.
Learning by doing and dying is my credo. Just don't forget to use your sword to deliver the execution. Hey, convict. Execution time. Curious style, but you have delivered results. Let us proceed. This one took part in the previous uprising. It is strong, vicious, has the blood of many innocents on its paws, looks clumsy, but beware, they have trained him well.
Who did?
That ratkin renegade scum, hiding in their stinking volcano, killing our kin. They all deserve to be executed. Start with this one. Learn as much as you can in the process.
Yeah, sounds like a great learning experience.
Use all the skills you've acquired in the previous sparring session and focus on using the rolls to avoid stronger attacks. Here's a little healing help. Practice using it sparingly.
I don't really feel like taking lives, but it's not like I have a real say in this. Let's get this over with.
Down with it.
Move! I said move, you overgrown rat!
Feel rejuvenated. That serves that child-eating monster right. The soul of my poor knees can now ascend in peace. Well done, Silver. You'll be ready for the cradle and Livel soon.
What cradle? And who is Livel?
Oh, lowly. Me and my premature informing. Focus. We will discuss the fortress later. First, something to restore your health. You'll be in dire need of it very soon. Now it's time to commence the real training. You will need some real weapons for that. Get them at the armory and come back.
I might actually like to know what we are training for.
You're training to stay alive. That's all I usually say. I appreciate your spirit though, so I'll be up front. You can't die. Such is the power of your belt. But do you see those rat pests around? Some of them got away and went wild. They started a strange fire cult. They hunt our people for meat and nibble them alive, even children. Or especially children. You know, tender meat, juicy bones. My niece disappeared like that.
Oh. Sorry to hear that.
The rats are abominations. We suspect they might attack. I suppose you don't want to be served on a skewer anytime soon. They could gnaw your meat, piece by piece, and let the missing bits grow back. It might take weeks before you would die and be reborn. So, yes, you train to stay alive, but also undigested. And to help others keep their bodies intact too. So, do your best, even though probably it won't be enough.
Fantastic. Hi, I'm Silver, the new guy.
Great. I'm not interested.
What?
I'm not interested in whatever you have to say.
Hey, sorry man, I didn't mean to bother you. I'm just trying to, look around, send out some feelers, get to know people, assess the situation.
Well, let me give you a piece of advice, arsehole. Don't strain your brain. This whole thing is fucked up. More fucked up than you can imagine or understand.
That actually makes me sort of eager to ask more.
Hey, if you can't understand a simple not interested, how could you get more complex things? Just kindly piss off before I jam your nose between your cheeks and make it the filling of a buttock sandwich. I need to think.
Right. Whatever, moron.
You are back again, Master.
They sent me to...
Yes, Master. Get better things to better kill our kin. Like you killed Fink and Durg. Bratters just tell me. Shame. Here, take and go. Do your killing. I really hoped you'd be different, but you like Naboru after all.
Give me a break. I really didn't have a choice, you know.
We all have choice, Master. We can choose to help those who make others suffer, or we can choose to help those who suffer. Be sure you know what is better.
From what Tobias says, it seems that your free kindred kidnapped and ate his little niece. Why should I help child murderers?
He liar. We have big teeth, Naboru fear. But we prefer vegetables. Tobias just spreading lies about our kin. He just hate everybody because he lost his hand in war. He happy we his slaves, and he can pester us.
Hold on right there. I thought you work here as servants.
Servants? Are you blind? Maybe they call us servants, but we slaves. Tobias tortures and kills. He laughing when putting collar for leash with fiery iron on our neck, Master.
Well, you could always fight back, right? Or at least stand up for yourself somehow. If you unleash your full potential, those are some pretty sharp teeth you've got there.
Teeth sharpy and strong, but leash too strong. And we not know how fight, Master. We scrub floors and fix meals and garden and give weapons. We not know another life. We want justice.
Well, that sounds shitty. Let me get to know the ropes around here, and I'll try and see what we can do about the tortures kills situation.
Thank you, Master. Do something for us now. We need something to heal our kin, Master. Many burned and tortured by Whiteys. They keep medical kits hidden from us. Bring one, Master.
Stop calling me that. I'll see what I can do.
Master, you bring medicine for injured Bratters?
So, that medical kit?
Yes, Master. Master brings?
This is all I could get. Will that do?
Yes, Master. Thank you. Will save many burned and mutilated. And look what I accidentally find. May it make you stronger than messy masters.
So, you have a little under-the-counter stash here.
Everybody equal. Friends of our kin, more equal.
I see. Well, thank you.
I thank you, friend of Rat... friend.
Friend of Rat what?
Rat volunteers. That's how they call us. Lot of irony around. But don't worry. Go train.
Okay. I hope I won't regret this.
You friend of ours. All be good. Promise. Many Bratters feel better now, Master. You not like Naboru. You true friend to us.
So, that medical kit?
Yes, Master. Master brings?
Not really. Could you do with anything else? Weapons to fight back, maybe?
This weaponry, Master. We have all weapons we need. What we not have is medicine and justice.
The rats are not what they seem.
Oh? That sounds deep and stupid at the same time. Did you find out if they are natural or mutants?
Not really. Something more disturbing. Tobias says some of them got away and are plotting to kill us.
Does he? That's more than he ever told me. I highly doubt that, though. From what I've gathered so far, they seem harmless.
Well, I'm just saying it might be a bit more complex than we thought.
Noted. Thanks. I'll keep observing them.
So, I have some sort of sword now and a shitty shield. Anything I should know about this training thing?
Well, you're all set and ready, I guess. I can't wait to... Oh, and just try to...
Keeping yourself busy? Honestly, there really isn't much to do around here. The food is boring, library's boring, so I just keep training.
I have my sword, and no bow, and no axe. Does one simply walk into the training pit?
Speak with Tobias. He'll supervise your training. If he decides you should spar with me, I'll be right there.
I see you are ready. Good. It's time for the next step. You will train with your human counterparts. I suppose you wonder why.
No, not really. The idea of not having to do more killing actually sounds just fine to me.
Good. You might think that challenging Noboru or rats might be more beneficial for you. True, the chances you will fight other humans are slim, but with them, you can always fight to the death. It is proven to bring the best results. And since none of you can really die, death is merely a technicality.
That sounds like a rather painful technicality to me.
It's the best way to learn in the short time we have. No second chances, no room for errors. You must do your best from the beginning.
I don't feel ready.
Then make yourself ready. Time is scarce.
I talked with the giant rat in the armory. He mentioned they are here as slaves.
Ah, gawk. And its big, filthy rat trap. You can't believe a word it says.
So they're not slaves?
Of course they're slaves. What else would they be? We were trying to show them the civilized ways. But did they accept our superior wisdom and culture? Not at all. Not a single bit of gratitude, I can tell you. Always rebellious, always having their own mind. We keep them on a leash for a reason. Their tiny brains can't grasp more complex things like order, laws of nature and justice.
And do you treat them well?
As well as they deserve. They get food, a place to sleep, reasonable punishments. That's more than they would have out there in the wild. You can tell that to it the next time you see it. I see you are ready. Good. It's time for the next step. You will train with your human counterparts.
No, not really. The idea...
Good. You might think... True, it is proved, and since none of...
That's...
It's the best way to... You must do your best from the beginning.
Well, let's do my best then.
Marco, enter and commence.
All right. It's time to kick the newbie's ass.
I can only presume you have lost to our best pupil. How very unsurprising. Tobias kept hoping somebody could replace Marco, yet you've made it very clear it won't be you.
Hey, I wasn't trying to replace anybody.
How could you? The power of immortality you possess was clearly bestowed upon unworthy loins.
Could you just give me a break already? I've just died and it's all very...
Silence. We have no time to waste on failures like... What was that? That's too early, too early. Give me your weapons. Tobias!
Come!
Hide now. When the time is right, sneak out and acquire the rod. I'll stall the queen.
Bring the lightning rod to the armory. I'll meet you there.
Your Majesty, what an unexpected honor.
Silence, you lowlife. You have broken your vows. We know you are hiding forbidden technology, and...
Dear Gracchus, follow the procedure. We first need to acquire proof to support your claims. Patriarch, our guards are probing your premises rigorously, and if they find anything unorderly...
Hey, you! Stop right there!
Ah, that's unlikely. An Earthling. Our dear Gracchus was right. We have brought you here to show you the glory of Wardinia, and to remind you that the world, once orderly, is distorted. We will need answers fast, and don't try to fool us. Unlike our dim-witted half-brother, we don't dwell on old legends.
May I just...
Silence! Why did you appear here? What do you bring to our tormented people?
I have no idea. That's what I was trying to tell you. I have no clue whatsoever what's going on here. My memory is one black hole, and nobody tells me anything. Like that...
Your Majesty, don't waste your royal breath on these traitors. The legends...
We can't and won't rule by legends, Marshal. We are not our delusional semi-sibling. We shall seek the truth first, then we proceed to justice. Earthling, we had no idea you were kept in oblivion. We presume that the Keepers have tried to make you part of their schemes. Rest assured that nothing you were told here is true. Ghastly things are now vexing our realm. Twisted abominations. Lightning weapons. Rats lurk in the shadows, waiting for us to become weak.
I spit on the stinky rats and their graves.
Silence! We are here to put those monstrosities to a halt. Tell us, Earthling, were you aware that you were involved in a traitorous plot to overthrow your queen?
I honestly had no idea. All they ever told us was to train.
We thought so. We are still keen to discuss your involvement later. Now we have more pressing matters to deal with. Patriarch Maltus, you are hereby found guilty of treason. There is no mercy in our heart for those who betray the ways of the Naburu. Still, we don't want to disturb the people more by beheading a patriarch. Yet. You will be imprisoned here until we decide your fate. As for you, Tobias, we value your loyalty and your battle scars. Now would be the time to confess. Or should we have the whole monastery thoroughly searched? Our men would surely find a secret passage or two, given enough time. And believe us, Our present rage is nothing compared to the havoc that would be wreaked upon your head then. Speak up, or...
Your Majesty, behold! Fortress is under attack.
Rats again! How unsurprising, yet unsettling. We need to head back at once. Barabufus can't hold the fortress effectively with the limited crew he has. You, take 2 more men. Stay here and make sure nobody leaves this place. Incarcerate the culprits, of course.
And give them what they deserve.
They still deserve a fair investigation, dear Gracchus. You, Marshal, and the rest of our guard shall follow us to the fortress. Let's squash this pesteous rat rebellion and feed the bodies to his pet. Then we shall return to investigate further.
Freedom! What took you? Where is liver?
Did you see that too? That huge, ugly man blob just dragged Malthus away.
Yes, I am beaten, bleeding and hurt, but not blind. Do you realize it's all your fault? How could you fail us on such an easy task?
Well, I can't...
Run there, fetch the rod, bring it to me. If it weren't for your failure, Silver, we wouldn't be here. And Malthus would still be among us. I was sure you'd be the one to find the cradle. Now I am sure only that you will be dead as soon as you leave this prison.
You know, I can't technically die.
Even better. You'll keep painfully dying, indefinitely. So there probably is justice in the world after all.
About that cradle...
You're not worthy. Spare me. I am in pain. Leave me alone.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy the video. You can watch my videos in all the usual places, like Rumble, Dailymotion and YouTube. You can also support via PayPal and Patreon, see links in the description for this video.